So today's going to be another metal detecting adventure. We're back at that camp that has the hot sites in them that we've been digging out. Finding a few bullets, a button or two, but not a whole lot. But today I'm going to do something a little different. I'm going to methodically uncover the floors of these things so we can take a look at them together. Now, it's going to get really windy as the day progresses, so we'll have to see how it goes. It's already getting windier now than it was 10 minutes ago. Take a look at what we have so far, if you want to. So what I've done so far is I've dug out a little square that goes straight down below the plow line. Curiously, we have this row of bricks right here, which I don't think has been hit by a plow because they would not be set up like that. Then drops down right here is a brick stacked upon a brick, and this appears to be a flat floor-like thing here. So we're going to follow it that way. You can see there's some charcoal, there's lots of iron in here. This is a rock right here that they put in, but let's listen to it with a metal detector real quick so you can hear what kind of stuff's in here. Today we're going to be hunting with the Garrett AT Max in the Aquachig Mini configuration. So let's go ahead and listen to the iron. I didn't hear any squeakers yet. There might be something there. It might be a big flat piece of iron or a squeaker, but I'm getting signals under the bricks too, so as soon as we get a squeaker, we'll dig it up together. But in the meantime, what I'm going to do is we'll keep moving the hole this way, maybe just a little bit, and then we're going to go that way. Now, I already dug that section out a few days ago and found some bullets, but we're going to go that way until we hit that. So bear with me, this should be a fun dig. I know I'm going to enjoy seeing how these bricks are laid out. I think these are actually the bottoms of the huts right here, just below the plow line. So we'll figure it out for sure in a few minutes. I'm pretty windy, so I'm gonna have to keep it in tight, but I dug down this way and went that direction. Get into the area where I dug a couple days ago. You notice there's some little grass pieces and stuff in here. This is dark soil. It's been burned. You can see there's lots of charcoal in this area right here. This is about where I was finding the bullets the other day, except that, you know, I was that way with the hole. This is some more of the dirt that I brought out. You can see it's loaded with charcoal. Not really seeing any like pieces of melted lead or anything. Small pieces of bone perhaps. That white stuff there is probably bone. But we're going to run a metal detector over this. Get the Mini out here. It's going to be pretty noisy. I think it's going to be a lot of iron. Oh yeah, listen to that. Whew. That's good though. Don't hear anything that's big that's not iron. Over here and listen. Kind of already listened to that though. Listen to the sidewalls. Mostly interested in the dirt that I dug out right here. There might be a bullet or two in there, a button or something. Not really hear anything. I have to move my shovel back just a wee bit. There we go. Let's try it again. Iron, a lot of iron. Okay, not yet. Well, this is something very interesting, and it's a mystery to me, so if you guys know what the answer is, let me know. I just took this brick off the corner right here, and if you look underneath the brick, which I assume is the floor, is a lot of charcoal. Burned wood right here. So these bricks were actually laid down on top of the burned stuff, which is very strange. Unless there was a hut here and this is where the chimney fell in on it, but I don't think it would stay together like this. I think those were laid like that, but why on top of the burned stuff? Unless they were, you know, built and then rebuilt again. Very strange, isn't it? Huh. It's definitely where it's been all burned up there. That's all black charcoal. Weird stuff. All right, well, I'm going to dig this out a little bit and we'll get some signals and see if we have anything good besides nails. And we'll get back with you in a minute. So this is pretty cool right here. It kind of solves the mystery about what this corner is. And we were actually right the other day when we were in here. You can see this is the natural dirt pretty much right here. This is where it's been all disturbed. You can see how dark it is, lots of organic matter. If you move from this area right here over to here, you can tell this area's been heated a lot more. So I think what we're looking at is this actually is the firebox right here. We came in it from the other direction the last time we were here. You can see there's lots of charcoal, there's bits of bone. Those are pieces of bone right there. Let's just dig around with our fingers for a few minutes and see what we can see. So these bricks would have been really hot. It would have been baking that soil, making it change like that. But the interesting thing to me too is you see these are all jumbled. down to here. So this was probably collapsed in the hole. Well, it had to have been collapsed in the hole. I guess when the farmer wanted to, you know, plow the field when the war was over, or when they abandoned the camp. But you see it right down, that's the artifact layer. So we're going to keep digging. There's the nail right there. We'll keep digging in here. I haven't seen anything that's not iron yet, but we're going to dig this out in this corner. Probably won't go below the bricks. Hey, look at that brick. That's one of those cool bricks I was showing you the other day. Hopefully it made the video where it's really glazed looking as compared to a normal brick like that. That's because when it was in the kiln and being made, it was right up against a very hot fire, and it actually melts the sand that's in the clay, and it makes it very glazed. It's a nice glazed look. That's all that is. Drop my nail. Let's dig with the nail for a minute. I didn't bring any small digging tools, unfortunately, so I won't be able to do this too long. I don't see any glass or anything in here. Don't see any bullets either, though. Let's get the metal detector out and listen to it. See what we got. I'm sure there's going to be tons of iron. No definitive squeakers yet. Let's check the dirt that we got out of the hole. I've been throwing a lot more up in here. It's a spike, I can see it. I missed that with my eyes. Alright. Kind of weird. I don't know how I missed that. I think some over on this side too where the shovel is. I'm going to move my shovel. Some stuff in the dirt right there. Okay, here's the deal. I won't turn it back on until I find an artifact or see something really, really amazing. And hopefully that'll be really soon. I may have fibbed to you just a little bit because I don't have an artifact, but it's getting windy, so I want to show you this to you in case I don't do any more filming today. This is the edge of where the firebox that I was showing you. This is the bottom right here, and this is where that clay is baked from the soldier's fire. You can see how hard that is. Ground is just baked solid right there. Watch when I take the shovel. Isn't that cool? That's just where the ground is baked. So it's definitely, this is where their fire pit was. I think the huts went that way because we were over there about 2.5 feet digging stuff. So I'm going to keep moving that direction, maybe that direction. And I promise you this time, if I don't find an artifact, you won't see me again. So I get to turn my camera back on. I see an artifact right here. I actually heard it with a metal detector. I do believe that's a bullet. What do you think? Oh, it's a Sharps. This is a Sharps bullet, fired out of either a Sharps rifle or Sharps carbine. That's a beauty too. That's dropped. That would have had a paper cartridge on the end. Let's take the metal detector, run over this again. See if there's more. I'm actually going behind where I thought the firebox was. Well, where behind the firebox is. And I might have another squeaker back in here. There's a brick. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to leave that floor in there. I'm not going to dig it up. I'm going to move this that direction. I'll just do it while you're watching if you don't mind. I know the wind's going to get us eventually. See if I heard a little squeaker here. See if we can get that. I think it was a bullet, maybe. I think it was a squeaker. I don't even remember anymore. I should have gotten it if it's in there. Iron. Lots of iron. Whoops. Whoops. Alright, there might be something in there. I'm going to dig this out and check it, and I'll let you know if there's something there. Hope this wind isn't going to be too much for you guys. It's really starting to pick up. I hear a squeaker here. Probably another one in there too. But let's go ahead and grab this one real quick. I guess I should have brought the metal detector with me, huh? You see it? Do ya? I don't see it. I'm trying to protect the mic, the mic from the wind. 'Cause it's going to get bad. All right, we got it in our hand. You ready? Not that one. Is it this one? Is it? Not that one. Is it this one? It's getting pretty small, whatever it is. Smaller than a bullet, I think. There it is. What is it? What is it? Uh-huh. What do you think? I think it's a piece of melted lead. That's what I think it is. Yep, sure enough. All right, well, at least it was an artifact. Let's check one more time. Probably some more of that going to be in here. That's probably the camera, but I'm going to dig that way a little bit, see what's going on down there. So this is kind of interesting. This is the inside of a Williams cleaner bullet. This is actually part of a Civil War bullet. I thought it was going to be a piece of lead. That's why I didn't turn the camera on, but let's listen now. I already pulled a bunch of nails out. All right, I'm going to keep going a little bit further. I think we should. I went ahead and abandoned the other hole I was in because I wasn't finding much. And almost immediately I found another hole. It's pretty interesting. Not a lot in it except for iron, but it's getting real windy, so I can't really do much more video probably because it'll be going the whole time. But I want to show you this because this is really cool. And if I start finding something, we'll jump in the hole where it's not so windy and start raking it out. The interesting thing about this is a lot deeper than the other ones. I'm already down probably 2.5 feet, but look at the bricks there. They're layered. There's a layer right there, then it steps down, then it steps down to a wider one. You see where it ends on a weird corner, and then that's the bottom of, I guess, a hut or something, because it's really hard packed below that, but it's full of charcoal and stuff all through it. It's just not a lot of squeakers in here. I mean, here iron. Not much iron really. A little bit, few pieces here and there, but not a single squeaker yet. I'm gonna dig. See, that's the first step I was telling you about. The steps down and steps down to there, so not sure what was going on here. But if I come up with anything, I'll show it to you. If not, I'm probably just going to talk a little bit at the very end and we'll call it a day. So I want you guys to check this out. I dug off to the side and I'm into this like really soft stuff that's full of ash and charcoal. And it's, I mean, you stick your fingers in it. It's really weird. After all these years, it's just that soft. It's way below the plow line. This is what I want to show you here. You can see the corner of the bricks that I showed you before, but I went off to the side and look at this stuff. It's like you can just reach in there with your fingers and just dig it, dude. Look how black it is from the charcoal. The white stuff you're seeing is just really heavily burned ash. Isn't that weird? Very, very soft. Wish it was full of gold coins. I'm gonna run the metal detector over it so you guys can hear how much iron is in there. Lots of signals. And even up here, the signals. Don't hear any good squeakers yet, but I will be real surprised if we don't find at least a couple things. All right, let's keep digging. You might as well hang around with me for a minute. I'll just show you this stuff. I'm just gonna carefully dig over here and scrape it back. Look for stuff as we go. Man, it's just really soft. See any lead, any bullets, belt buckles, gold coins. I don't really think we'll find much in the ash. We'll keep going down. You see, I'm getting that really hard red stuff again, so that's probably the bottom. But look at that layer of ash. It's a lot more than any of the other holes we've dug. That's charcoal. Just peel this back for a second. I'll dig the top up too, but I just want to show you this while I get the camera rolling. This is pretty cool looking, I think. Is that a bullet? No. Bricks. All right. If you get down in here and look, you can see how thick that ash layer is. It's a lot more than the other holes. I don't really see anything in it though. No bottles or melted lead or anything, but listen one more time with a metal detector and I'm going to dig that out. Loaded with iron, but no squeakers. I'm going to dig a little bit till we find a relic. If we don't find a relic, you're not going to see me till the end. I promise. Well, thankfully we have a squeaker, so we know it's a relic if it's this deep. Because I want to show you some more architecture. Then we'll get the squeaker. I don't know what it is. Could just be melted lead, but we'll find out. There's a wall of brick right here, and we saw that earlier in the video over here. And it goes this way, and then it goes this way on a 90. And all the ash, look at all the ash up in that corner. Really thick layer. So this is the actual firebox right here. When I say firebox, What I mean is like a little fireplace for the soldiers. So they would have had their fire here to keep themselves warm and cook. And the hut itself, where they would have slept and lived, would be back this way. So as I'm sitting on top of the actual hut site, we're digging on the very end right here. And there would have been a chimney coming up, probably. Might have been brick, might have been old barrels, who knows. But let's go ahead and get the squeaker. I heard it right in here. Hopefully we didn't lose it. Lots of iron. Yeah, right there. That's the first squeaker in this hole too. Alright. Might not have dug it up. Yeah, there it is. So it's in this hand. You see it, do ya? I think it's melted lead. Yeah, it is. That is a button. It's not even melted lead. It's awesome. So they probably might have thrown the uniform in the fire. Who knows? That's an eagle button. I'm gonna clean off of my pants. And it is a plain eagle. You can kind of see the shield in the middle. Kind of hard to make out. Let me clean it up just a little bit more for you. Hopefully you can see that a little bit better. That's an eagle button. You can see the eagle with a shield in the middle. No letters, so that means it's a enlisted men's button. All right. Far we have one relic out of this hole. Let's listen to it again. Well, good signal, I think. Let's see. Yeah, right there. Now, signals when you're in these ashes like this can actually be really, really bad because the ash kind of mineralizes the soil and stuff where the fires were. I don't see it. Do you? I'm bringing this thing back. No. Yes, yeah, I moved it over there probably. A lot of times when you're in that burned ground like that, the signals you cannot hear very deep. Look at that though, look at that. That's part of their hut probably. They probably burned them when they abandoned the camp. They would often do that because they didn't want the enemy to be able to use them. So this was the little squeaker that we heard earlier. It's just a little piece of melted lead. I got another one in the hole. Might be more lead. Ooh, sorry. It might be a bullet right about there. And see if we can find it. Whee! Kind of tight. Yeah, okay, I moved it. All right, it's in my hand. It's pretty small, I think, though. And unfortunately, trying to do this with the camera, it's not too easy. Okay, it's in here. Oh, it's a nail. Look. I don't think squeak that we heard was just a... Oh, that's melted lead. That's not a nail. Thought it was a nail because it was long like that, but you can see it's wiggly. It's melted. It's soft, so that's melted lead. So we'll probably find a lot more of that in this hole. Let's take a listen. That's a little bit more something up in there too. There might be something. Let me put this on my pack. Let's listen right here. Yeah, something there too. Small. It's probably in my hand, although it didn't sound very good. It's probably in here. Yeah, probably another little piece of lead, I would guess. You can't see that, can you? You see it? Yeah, there it is right here. Wish it was melted gold, but it isn't. It's just lead. All right, I'm gonna turn the camera off, dig it out. I'll let you know how we do. Well, I'm gonna call it quits for the day. Got about another probably 20 minutes of sunlight. I'm gonna hunt my way to the truck. We'll come back, but we're gonna give it a rest, I promise. We're gonna move on to greener pastures for a while. All right, let's take a look at what we found today. So this is about it, really. Got this nice eagle button. Cleaned it up a little bit for you. You can clearly see the eagle on it now. Just got the one Sharps bullet, some melted lead, a few pieces of that. This little thing here, I thought was a bone fragment, but I actually think it's probably part of a handle or something. Got hatch marks all over it. Not that great, but a few nails, and I kept that one piece of wood. Don't know why. Anyway, tomorrow's going to be a different day. We're going to go somewhere else, completely different. Yeah, completely different. And try to find some relics, I guess. Gonna get back to the Roadkill Cave, but it's very, very wet right now. It's rained a lot, so I'm gonna wait till the water goes down a little bit, the springs go down, so I can get through it easier and not drown. But we'll get back here soon, I promise. All right, we'll see you on the next video. I hope you join me. Bye-bye.
You are my lady, my big round baby, and I'll rock you until I go to sleep. She'll shake the coins from your pocket, take your gold chain and your locket. Mother Earth has no sympathy. She'll take the